tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A give running right is Evans to the 43, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught by Lamb. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott on 1st down. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
No partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Evans running behind center. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Evans. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll run for it with Evans. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Fields. On the screen, this is Evans. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, Fields. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Prescott now. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. To the air again, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball. Possibly.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 31, Fields. Flushed out right. Right side, Claypool's got it. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again on second down, Fields. That's caught at the 25. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Looking to throw, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Kill! 47!
Prescott yet again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and they will score a pick-6 for Bears touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Hilton goes in motion right. From the 38, Prescott. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Fields on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Fields, throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Evans running straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Left side, got Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Evans is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now Dak. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Dak. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out?
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2nd down and 3. Throwing here, Prescott, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they set him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And one last throw here for Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might... Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 24, Powell. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's Fields. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. On 4th down, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jarnell Mooney, 84 yards. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Let's go now. Left thing 19. Hurt. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On the handoff, Evans. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darrington Evans, 15 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Powell. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. Room here to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Just a spectacular run by the always dynamic Justin Fields. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 27, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A final shot before the break. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now try to pick it up on third. And this one is incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
In motion comes the tight end left. Fourth down, Howell. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bears will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Evans. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. Evans has it left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw is Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 39-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Howell throwing on first down here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Another throw for Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Back to throw, Howell. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down, Howell to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
19 tight. Check 60.
Howell looking to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Howell throwing again after the pick 6. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They snap it to Fields. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Howell. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll begin by running the option. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run right on the option. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool from 21 yards away. And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite.
He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Consistent, made up my mind that no matter what I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We about to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so weak.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Open man is Noah Brown, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Prescott. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Again, a run with Evans. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Fields on 3rd down.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. On the option right is Fields.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now it's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Prescott from the gun on third. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthew Adams. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 39, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Inside give to Elliott. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And a catch right side by Evans. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, Fields. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now Fields going to keep it running left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Santos for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, it's Prescott.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Matthew Adams. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. The tight end in motion right.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll go right back to Evans here on first down.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darrington Evans with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The give is to Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Again to Elliott. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
He'll take it inside the 25.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 8 coming up.
This is Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Prescott. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll send a tight end in motion right.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother.